Martin Luther King Jr. once said, the function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Hi, my name is Luc Bollier and I am the Administrative Director for the AGT Center project.
I mean, I'm interested in this project as a musician because of the value of a conservatory. I always think of the quote from the founder of the Suzuki method when he was approached after demonstrating about 100 young violinists in Japan all playing together, and someone said, there aren't enough places in the orchestras in the world for everyone if everyone's playing violin. And his response was, we're not building soloists, we're not making concert violinists, we're making good citizens. And this is the role a conservatory can have. And I think that the fact that this entire project has a conservatory as part of it speaks to that good citizenry. The idea that that this project not only includes the conservatory but also a hospital, university. It's really a multi-function and all-purpose space for the betterment of the community.
The first stage is really dialogue, where we just sit with the leadership and talk about vision, what it is you want to do, how you want to accomplish it, what's the important parts of the project, what are the priorities, who are you trying to reach, what do you want to communicate with your facilities just from a casual pass-by. And once we begin to understand the priorities leadership has, we start with a schematic design phase. We'll master plan the 31 plus acres and start to position the structures and the functions on the property with the exterior amenities we need to access them. I mean bus stops, or where cars can pull in and park, and how public transportation is going to reach the site. A lot of transportation in Haiti is pedestrian, so we want to be sensitive to pedestrian access to our property as well. So we start with a schematic design, master planning the site, just bubble diagram and massing where the functions would go on the property and what makes sense, and how each of those would have a piece that's developed now as what we would call phase one, and how those buildings could expand in the future in subsequent phases, phase 2 and 3. After the schematic design is complete, we take a pause, because that's when we now have some visuals, we have some scope defined, and we can build some budgets around that schematic process. And the pause would be for leadership to take and share those documents and share those concepts with the people they want to bring on board as contributors or donors or somebody that can help fund the project. Boy, it would be awesome if God brought somebody along that said, hey, I'm so committed to this, I'm going to stroke a check for the whole thing, and Luke's job would be done after talking to one guy. But if that doesn't happen, this would be shared on a website, it would be shared through emails, it would be shared in face-to-face communication, it would probably be shared in a lot of Haitian community churches here in the U.S. where they could get involved and contribute back to this. But after that schematic piece is designed, there's components that can be shared visually, and when the funds are in place, then we start the second piece. The second piece in design is what we call construction documents. This is when the engineers for structure, the engineers for electrical, the engineers for mechanical and plumbing come together and design what everybody knows as the blueprints for the project.
We'll need an average or about 200 megawatts worth of generating capacity to provide a load for these three. Now, understand the fact that this preliminary calculation is based on everything on at the same time. Therefore, the conservative number, as mentioned, is about 200 kilowatts. Now, being in the power industry for 10 years, I've worked in various locations, such as the renewable energy, wind, solar, hydro, and thermal. Haiti has an abundance of sun and has an abundance of wind, so the most feasible power to use, or most feasible source to use in Haiti, is wind and or solar. I'm biased to solar because of the abundance of sun that Haiti has, and plus the capacity of or capability of being able to store that power and battery banks and reuse it when the sun is not available. So these sources of power, I think, would be advantageous to this project. It's always good to have firm power, such as a diesel generator or a combustion turbine. Now, for the funds for this project, I think having a backup diesel generator, such as 50 kilowatts backup diesel generator, will be advantageous to the project in the event that the battery storage units are not working and or there's no wind to provide any service. So this backup generator can take over for this for the units.
After construction documents are complete, the process begins in finding the right builder to build the pieces. And I don't know with a center like AGT if it's going to be one large contractor that comes in and builds it all, or it may make more sense, and we'll discover this later, for a contractor to build the hospital, another contractor to build the church, and another to build the education pieces, and do that concurrently on the same site. There's plenty of room on the site for that to happen, and that may be a way for it to get built faster if the resources come timely for that.
The development of a music program in Haiti that can kind of take music and take a student who's beginning and kind of give them knowledge about music theory and a little bit of the techniques and practices involved with music, and then also increase their skill, will give them not only a greater appreciation for music, but a greater appreciation for arts and things that are outside of the normal everyday life.
The importance of music in young people's lives can't be overestimated. This is going to be a wonderful chance for students to get together, to make music, to make friends, to find a way to bridge differences with a common goal of creating beautiful artwork, and this is an amazing opportunity that I think you should support.
Wow, the need is great. This will be such a boon to the community there in St. Mark's. There's a great need for this kind of thing, and Luke is a man of great vision, great compassion, and I wish him all the best. But it's going to take money. It is. That's where you come in. You need to dig deep into your wallets, into your pocketbooks, into your checkbooks. Donate money to help out our fellow humans in Haiti. These students really want to learn. They need the medical facility that a hospital will provide. They need the higher education opportunities that a university will provide, but it's going to take some funds. We need to help them out. Luke has already managed to come up with a $20,000 down payment on the land there, but it's going to cost about 5 times that amount. So please, please do everything you can to help him out and to make this combination musical conservatory, university, and hospital a reality.
I would like to end with this Chinese proverb, and it says that if you are planning for a year, sow rice. If you are planning for a decade, plant trees. But if you are planning for a lifetime, educate people.